Hi there, I'm John Shields, and we're doing some Chesapeake bites. I'm at the 32nd Street Waverly Farmers Market with Dave Hockheimer, Black Rock Orchard. This is where we get all our stuff right here. Summertime. Look at this. Cherries. Unbelievable. Sweet, lovely. Oh. And
they look really similar.
Peaches are just coming in. I think we're,
this is the first week of peaches.
And you said it's going to be a bumper crop?
It's going to be a bumper crop this year. A beautiful crop of peaches this year.
Yeah, so
these are rich May. These are the first ones.
All right. Well, we're kicking it off right, and we're going to make some cherry and peach enchiladas. Meet you in the kitchen. Well, I scored at Black Rock Orchard, did I not? Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And by the magic of television, we're in the kitchen. Okay, so peach pie, peach cake, cherry cobbler. What the hotel are we going to make today? Well, we're going to do something that you might not think makes a whole lot of sense from an old traditional American thing. We're going to do a peach and cherry enchiladas. What? Hi there, welcome to Chesapeake Bites. I'm Chef John Shields, founder of Our Common Table. Join us as we travel around the bay, taking tasty bites of all that Chesapeake has to offer. In this series, we present one recipe every Wednesday, demonstrating how you can eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild our local food economy one dish at a time. It's amazing. Wait till you check this out. All right, so obviously first thing we needed to do, we went to Black Rock Orchard, but you go to your farm stand, go to any of your farmers markets around you. It is peach time, prime time, peach time, and I heard it's going to be a bumper crop this year. So what I did was not really complicated. I simply peeled my peaches with a paring knife like so. Just took it down the edge, right along. And then I cut them in to just small pieces like so. Cherries, a little bit more difficult because you need a cherry pitter. And so we pitted the cherries and then cut them in, if they're small, half, if they're larger, into quarters. All right, next. So I'm going to take my absolutely sweet, beautiful cherries that make its own juice, unbelievable, and then the gorgeous peaches. Put those together, and I have taken a little bit of just plain white sugar and some cinnamon. So it's a cinnamon and sugar mixture, and I'm going to take that and put that over here and just toss it around. So this is the first thing that you want to do when you're making this dish, because just like when you're doing berries or strawberries or any of those kinds of things, and you put sugar over top of them and let them sit, that's what we call in the profession macerating. So actually what it does, the sugar draws out some liquids, and it's actually kind of like in making a syrup, a sauce with it. So I'll let them do that on their own while you and I talk. Okay, so next up, we need to make a sauce, some kind of like, almost like a dulce de leche sauce. So what I have here is I have some butter that I put into a thing here. I got that going. I'm going to put about a half a cup of local honey. And then we're going to take some brown sugar, about a half a cup of that into it. Stir that around. And I'm going to crank this baby up a little bit, because we're going to kind of caramelize it to get that wonderful flavor. Now, I've taken some butter, taken it to room temperature, and I whipped it. So this is a really pretty whipped butter, and I'm going to put about a half a cup, just a half a cup, because this is the Diet Workshop version. All right, there we go. Let's crank it up a little bit higher there. Don't get scared. We're all right. So we got our butter in, we have our honey in, and now we're going over to St. Michael's, and we're going to stop at Lion Rum at the Wyndham Distillery, and I drained the bottle. I don't mean specifically this evening, but I did drain the bottle, and so we have some dark rum. And whenever you can, and you can check, the Maryland websites, there are so many amazing people out there who are distilling spirits, and it's just it's so cool to be able to do it. So make sure you check it out, and whenever you can use a local spirit, do so. A lot of the local liquor stores are all carrying these, and if they're not, ask the manager to start, because that's the only way we're going to build this whole industry here in Maryland and throughout the Chesapeake. Okay, I got that going on there. Now I'm going to stir this, and we're going to take a brief time to meditate as we come to a nice caramel sauce for our enchiladas. All right, we have a lovely kind of caramel sauce here, ready to go to bathe our enchiladas in. So what I'm going to do here is just take some of the macerated fruit that we talked about, and I'm going to put it right down the center of the tortilla, like so. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to push this up. I have a baking dish, a Pyrex baking dish that we have pre-buttered, and just going to take this thing here, put this here, and then really you just want to roll it. So you're kind of rolling the tortilla, tuck it under there, and then the seam side I'm going to put down in the pan. So you put your seam side down, get the fruit back in there. All right, did you see how I did that? Magic? All right, let's try it again. And here we go, just like that. Okay, so here we have our enchiladas in there. Next up, I'm going to pull this back a little bit, and I'm going to use the same spoon that has all the delicious flavor of the macerated peaches and cherries, and we're going to take that gorgeous caramel sauce, look at that, all over here. And make sure you get it all over so that it goes all through the flour tortilla. Now there are some really pliable corn tortillas, for those of you who might be gluten-free, that will roll very nicely as well. So that gives you an option. Now I'm going to take some of the old aluminum foil here, wrap this up like so. We're going to pop it in the oven at about 350, and it doesn't take too long to cook. It's about 20, max 30 minutes until everything just softens a bit. So I'll meet you in a couple. That's a hot enchilada. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. You have all the beautiful, it's just lightly browned, and I have some of this goodness, as Justin Wilson would say, all down here. I'm going to take and I would say I'm basting my enchiladas. Is that okay? I'm not quite sure, but that's what we're going to say tonight. All right. So I did that. Now I'm just going to take a little spatula here. Up we go. Look at that. I'll put another one on here. I mean, this is unbelievable. It really is. I wish you were here and able to smell it, because it smells so good. So good. All right, so here you have two beautiful enchiladas that are stuffed with local peaches and cherries. And I thought to myself, so what else could I do? In the recipe itself, it says that you should maybe put some whipped cream on this. Well, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. So when we were over, if you remember where we were at Broomspoon Dairy, and I got some delicious cream. I got some heavy cream. I got some whipping cream. Hold on one quick second. All right, I made you some cinnamon ice cream. Easy cinnamon ice cream. And if you look at our channels, you'll be able to find the base recipe for that. And so now what I'm going to do is just take Some of it, it's just being made, so it's nice and soft. I'm going to put that right down there. And when you tuck your spoon and your fork in there with the cinnamon ice cream and the peaches, I tell you, all is going to be good this summer. So make sure you get ye to the farmer's market. Check us out, as always, on our common table. And check on the Maryland Department of Agriculture's website, Maryland's Best. You'll find out where everything is everywhere all around the state. So let's just keep on cooking and enjoy the summer. Thanks so much for watching. We hope that you got some ideas to recreate in your own kitchen and learned a little something along the way. For more information on our common table and our mission to eat well, protect our environment, and rebuild the local food economy one dish at a time, check out our website and join us on social media.